Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This video is going to be a very special one, I hope that you find it special. It is going to be, I'm going to show you my original art collection. I have a bunch of original art from one particular collection that I had for a long time now. I used to collect Warren Publishing, and I was pretty big in that space. I had one of probably the only known existence collection of Warren, complete collections. I have pretty much, well, I have everything that they ever produced in the US and in Canada and in Spain and Japan and a few other countries. I have pieces of their collection. I think of all the Argentinian ones. I have all the Italian ones. So pretty much one of the most complete Warren Publishing collections in existence. And that includes some original art that nobody else has. And this is stuff that is truly one of a kind and is extremely rare even to even know about it, because it's just stuff that is very, very unique. And that's what I'm going to show you today. So for me, this is very exciting because I haven't actually looked at these for a while, maybe for a few months or years. So some of this is other things mixed in, but I will show you my art collection. So it's kind of weird how I kept this. So if you're not familiar with Warren Publishing, I'll show you an example. This is not original art, but this is kind of like a example of one of the things from Warren. And this is Cousin Eerie. They're also known for Vampirella and Famous Monsters. So Eerie, Creepy, Famous Monsters, 1984. There's like a bunch of titles that they had. So Help. So yeah, it's a whole bunch of things. So these are all like pieces from that collection of Warren Publishing. So this is like an original Vampirella calendar from 1978, I believe. Or is this the 79? So yeah, it's like an early calendar from Warren Publishing. Yeah, it's the 1976, actually. 1976 calendar. And I have some more calendars. This is a Harris Vampirella. I like Vampirella a lot. So this is a Harris Vampirella. And then I also have, this is the 1978 calendar. I knew I had both. This is the 1978 calendar. So it's a rather cool art calendar from Warren for 1978. And another Vampirella calendar from Harris. This is Harris Publishing from 1995. And then I have, this is a really rare art portfolio. This is not, these are prints. I'll be showing you the original art in a second, but these are all like prints, and they're all from Julian, who's an amazing artist. I mean, you can tell just by the cover alone. Just a brilliant artist. They had a lot of Spanish artists at Warren that did some pretty amazing things. I can maybe show you some of the other ones. So you can see like just an amazing cover. And these are all like, this is a really, really rare portfolio from San Julian. So these are all like original art from him. Like art posters, I should say. Here's like a Vampirella. Just an amazing Vampirella. I love these ones. These are just, he just did such amazing work. Let me see if I can get another one. See, look at these. Aren't these amazing? Look at the colors on that. It's just like, so this is a really rare portfolio from him. Let's see if I can get a different one. They're a little hard to get out. I don't want to bend them, so this is just another gray cover. And I'm not sure if you can see that, but so these are all original prints. And they're very rare. I mean, this is the only one I've ever seen. And I really collected this stuff. So this is the only one I've ever seen, and I collected this stuff for 30 years. So that gives you a sense of how rare it is. So this is another one. So yeah, so this is the Warren Color Portfolio. So it's kind of a, and these are all 12 paintings from San Julian. So really, really awesome. Then another calendar. So I have a lot of calendars. This is the 1976 calendar, again, San Julian. So you'll see a lot of his art again. So you'll see like he did some pretty, like I gotta flip around maybe. So you can see his covers. Just a really amazing art. So these are calendars, but these calendars are pretty rare. So this is the one you saw from the folio. This is the calendar version of it. And here's a nice Dracula. These are all like horror related comic art. So these are quite pretty. I'm a big fan of this kind of art. Just think it's the greatest. Okay, so again, these are, a lot of them are the same ones from the folio. So that's that. And as I said, I collected all these Warren things. So this is a really famous, they actually came out with their own records. So this is one of the records that came out, and you can listen to the monsters. So this is like a record. So this is kind of like art and some collectibles from Warren. I have it all in one kind of package. And it's just some random stuff. But this is one of those really rare things. Not many people even know about this. This is Vampirella. And what happened was Warren Publishing wanted to get into the TV space, actually have Vampirella appear as a TV series. Now, they couldn't do it in the US because the way she was dressed, just way too skimpy for the US audience. So they thought, hey, we'll pitch it out to Japan. And they would do a cartoon series about Vampirella in Japan. And they basically created a whole bunch of these animated cels. So this is an animated cel. The background is not, it's just like a copy, just a photocopy. But the cel is the Vampirella. And I actually bought this from the artist. So it was William Dubé, who was the artist that produced all these. And what happened was, this is going back like 20 years, his son was going to school at the time, university, and he needed the money. And he basically put these up on eBay. Not many people were searching for them, so I was picking these up. Like whenever I saw him put one of these on, and there's only like 12, I think, in the full set. And I picked up 3 of them. So they're very rare, and they're one of a kind, and they were used to pitch the show in Japan. So this is the first of them, and these are from the artist. The artist is no longer living, but these were extremely rare, and I was picking them up for like $300. So I think they're in the thousands now. So they're quite rare. Another thing that I picked up from Dubai was this eerie, I forget what, I'm trying to remember the issue, I should really know. This is eerie first appearance of the Rook. And this is like, they basically, what they do is they do original painting and just sort of lay it out how it's going to be. So this is actually not only the first appearance of the Rook, this is actually the first appearance of the Rook. Like, I mean, painted. This is a one-of-a-kind painting of the Rook. And, if you're not familiar with the character, they had a short series of the Rook, and they actually came out recently, I think, either Dynamite or one of those comic producers, even Dark Horse had a release of the Rook. So he was kind of a cool character. He could travel through time, and he was, kind of a cool character. And this is his first ever appearance as art. And actually, the state of William Dubé actually reached out to me to try to get this from me. They wanted to they wanted to buy it from me, but I didn't want to sell it. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I got it for really cheap. When he posted it with a no. It was like he put it as $50, and it was like a bid auction, and nobody bid on it, and he just misposted it the way he posted it, and I picked it up for $50. So this is probably worth 10, 20,000. So it's, you know, one of my best finds ever was this one. And it's, you know, it's original art. It's very cool. Very cool. Some more original art. And some people might appreciate this one. This is a painting of Cheetah. And she's another character that was in Warren Publishing. She was in the 1984 series where she made her first appearance. I think they brought her back in Dynamite or one of those books recently. And she's kind of a cool character, kind of like Red Sonja a bit. And she basically, this is just a anime cell that they made for her. So they were really, as I said, they were trying to make this pitch to the Japanese audience, but this was like, they were going to, I'm not sure if they were going to make this as a G-clay or something that they were going to sell, but this is a one-of-a-kind art thing from Warren Publishing of Cheetah. So it's kind of cool. And when they first did the animated cels, they created this one. And actually, what does this say? Yeah. Okay. So this one was the very first prototype for the whole lot of these animated cels that they were using for the Japanese market. And this one, they didn't like her skin tone. So you'll notice that she's very, very pale. And they thought, oh, she's just too pale. They wanted her to look a little bit more lively, more vibrant. So they didn't like her skin tone. So they ended up redoing this one. But this was the very first prototype. So it wasn't included in the actual number of the animated cels that they used for the TV series. But this was the one that was the very first, because it was something that they didn't approve of, but it was something that I thought was just amazing art. It's just, it's like, it's a pretty good, it's the largest of all the animated cels that they produced for the series, and it's just stunning. It's a really nice animated cel. So the next one was they wanted to show all the different characters. So there's Cheetah, there's Panther, and I'm not sure some of these other ones. I'd have to remember it all. And this one was kind of an early one as well, where the artists themselves didn't understand how cels worked. So it's actually done backwards. They put it on the wrong side of the animated cel. They actually painted onto the cel, and they painted backwards. So their name, if you can see their name, it's backwards, because they didn't understand that the cel gets flipped when you actually have the smooth side. So so this is the smooth side, the other side's a little more rough, and they painted on the wrong side. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And this is a very rare, again, one of a kind. Not many people even know that these exist. And it has like all these amazing characters. So it was something I was very excited to get. And again, I didn't pay much for these. They were listed early eBay stages where you could actually get some really amazing deals. And I became not super close friends, but I sort of knew the family after a while from, communicating with them. And I tried to help. I gave them a few $1,000s and like buying all their art and stuff. So yeah, it was like early on. And this was a really nice pickup from them. So what else is in here? I'm gonna There's a bunch of posters that are not really interesting. Like I was picking up, oops, as they fall on the floor. I was picking up, you know, movie posters. So I collected, you know, they're you know, pretty much all the same. You know, Power Rangers, you know, movies that I could pick up the, oops, they're all in mint condition. Star Wars Rebels, you know. So these are all mixed in with my original art stuff. And then, this is just a print, but it's, you know, signed by Tard McFarlane, 1 of 500. It's just a print. Nothing super exciting. What else do we got here? So there's another poster. This is kind of a funny one, actually. So again, this is like, it's just all mixed together. And this was Batmite. It's just a cheesy, campy movie. And I actually met the actress, Misty Monday. If you're familiar with her, then yeah, you're probably somebody similar to me, because she's sort of a B actress. But she was really nice to meet. She was actually, this is her on the cover. And basically it's one of those movies where there's very little plot, but she gets naked a lot. That's really the plot of the whole thing. So I met her and she signed it. So that was more of a cool, you know, fun thing on my own. And I thought I had some more stuff in here. So this is, yeah, there's some cool things, but they're just too hard to get. So that's it. That is my little art collection. There's a few other items that I have, but I have to actually search for them. They're more buried than these ones were. So this is just a short, well, actually a pretty long video. I hope you enjoy, you know, seeing some of my original art. I do have more, but it is, as I said, it is buried. I'm going to be doing more deep dives in showing you some of the stuff that I have behind, and like behind my slabs and behind some of my long boxes. I'm going to be doing a big dive into my collection. It's a pretty big collection. So I hope you enjoy these videos. I hope, you know, you check out my other videos. I have lots of unboxing videos, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.